Stocks just closed at all-time highs for the sixth straight week. If you look at the major financial indices, you'd think we are living in a period of unquestionable stability and explosive economic growth. Contrast that calm with the official rhetoric coming out of Washington this week. Following a serious military exchange in the Middle East, the president described the event with a bizarrely dismissive phrase. He called it a love tap. Here's the actual physical reality of that event. 3 U.S. Navy destroyers, the Truxton, Rafael Peralta, and Mason, were actively targeted and fired upon with Iranian missiles and drones. This map highlights the Strait of Hormuz. Because of those strikes, the entire U.S. plan to escort shipping tankers has been suspended. The strait is functionally closed, meaning roughly 1/5 of the global oil supply is now stranded behind a frozen door. Brent crude is trading above $104 a barrel. The Iranians have counterproposed, demanding total U.S. withdrawal from the region. We have missiles flying and shipping lanes closing, yet the market prices in peace. When the tape tells you 3 conflicting stories at once, betting on the most optimistic one is incredibly dangerous. Friday's headline jobs print showed an addition of 115,000, which the market cheered. But right beneath that, February was quietly revised down by negative 156,000. Underneath, nearly 500,000 Americans were pushed into part-time work last month because full-time roles vanished. The pain is highly concentrated. Since late 2022, the information and tech sectors, the exact industries supposedly powering our economic boom, have bled 342,000 jobs. That is an 11% collapse in a core workforce. You see the exact same stress when you look at physical goods. This week, the CEO of Whirlpool told analysts their customer demand is collapsing at a rate worse than what they experienced during the 2008 financial crisis. They're burning almost $1 billion in free cash flow and just suspended their dividend. It is a severe distress signal from a company selling household necessities, yet the broader indices tracking consumer strength continue to hit record highs. When the companies actually selling refrigerators and washing machines warn of a severe recession, but Wall Street signals a historic boom, the financial signals are the ones lying. Then there's the tech market's absolute detachment from those broke consumers. Anthropic, a pre-IPO artificial intelligence company, is currently raising money at an $850 to $900 billion valuation. That is more than double its valuation from just 3 months ago. Wall Street is aggressively financing this expansion while simultaneously rewarding tech firms for firing their staff. Cloudflare announced 1,100 job cuts on Thursday, and their stock immediately jumped over 3%. This creates a glaring mathematical contradiction. If you were systematically laying off the highest-paid workers and pushing the rest into part-time roles, who exactly is going to buy these trillion-dollar AI products and subscriptions? You cannot fire the consumer and sell to the consumer at the same time. This is a closed loop, burning billions on infrastructure to sell software to a labor force running out of cash. While retail investors chase AI stocks, institutional wealth is executing a quiet, methodical exit.
Gold just ripped past $4,724 an ounce, breaking unprecedented price ceilings without hesitation. Silver is tracking the exact same flight to safety, spiking over 10% in just 48 hours to cross $80. Simultaneously, physical silver inventories at the COMEX have collapsed from 600 million ounces down to 312 million. This visualization shows the mathematical impossibility in the market right now. You have 362 million ounces of paper open interest sitting on top of a tiny 79.5 million ounce pile of registered deliverable physical silver. The entities aggressively draining this physical metal aren't day traders. They are central banks and sovereign wealth funds. They are securing hard assets to insulate themselves from the fiat system. Everyday investors are distracted by tech headlines, but the smart money is already moving. They see the structural cracks and they are preparing for systemic failure. The military tension in the Middle East and the massive disruptions to global shipping aren't the root cause of the coming correction. The underlying rot, broke consumers, hollowed-out labor, and absurd valuations was already there. The geopolitics acts as the trigger. We saw this dynamic play out in 2008. The collapse of Lehman Brothers didn't cause the financial crisis. The system was already broken months prior. Lehman was simply the public announcement of the failure. Look past the positive macroeconomic headlines, and you see a structure that is fracturing right now. The labor market is deteriorating from the inside out, while indices price in absolute perfection. The contrarian defense requires action. It means abandoning leveraged consumer discretionary stocks and moving into physical necessities. Energy on the dips, defense contractors locking in multi-year procurement cycles, and hard metal miners. The physical economy never lies, and the math eventually wins. Trim the euphoria, hedge with real assets, and be ready for the reality gap to violently snap shut.